All right, here we are, the third method. This is one of the more common methods of solving proportions. We learned this as using a fraction buster method or fraction busting, and it is where the most common method of cross multiplication comes from, and it is the justification for why that method works. So let's go ahead and look at this proportion. X over 2 equals 3 over 8. Now, if you learned from the first method, you can actually use a giant 1 to solve for x. We could multiply this ratio by 4 over 4 to solve for x. So we can do that, but let's go ahead and do the third method. Our third method is going to be multiplying by both denominators. It is similar to fraction busters, and it will give us the cross multiplication result. So we can look at both of these ratios or these fractions. Notice that their denominators are 2 and 8. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply both sides of this equation by 2, and we're going to multiply both sides by 8. So we're multiplying both sides of the equation by both denominators. So what I like to do is I like to write first 2 over here, and I also like to write 8 on this side closer to that 8. So then I'm also going to multiply by 2 and by 8. So by checking, we have got both denominators, 2 and 8, both sides are being multiplied by both. Well, what happens is we actually are creating equivalences of 1 on both sides, and what we're left with are 8 times x. So we get 8x equals 3 times 2, and now we can start simplifying. Again, we've got 8 times x, which is just 8x, equals 6. Now one more step to solve. To get x by itself, I divide both sides by 8. Now I have x equals 6/8, but we can go ahead and simplify that. Let's take out a factor of 2 for both. So 2 times 3 over 2 times 4. Take out our giant 1. And over here, we'll go ahead and write our final answer. We get x equals 3/4 or 0.75. But you can go ahead and leave that as a fraction. Okay?